All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Kenny and Ziska. Appreciate you tuning in. I've got a great episode lined up for you guys today. If you haven't been following me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc., I often do live videos, and what I wanted to do today is share the audio from one of those live videos with you today. I try to take the most popular videos that I've done, extract the audio, and share it with you here on the podcast, so that you don't have to go around hunting on Facebook to find these very raw and kind of off the cuff, non-rehearsed, non-scripted episodes that I do. So hope you guys enjoy these episodes that I share with you guys. But before we get into today's episode, just have a very quick reminder, actually a couple reminders for you guys. Number one, if you haven't already done so, would appreciate it if you take the time to go over to iTunes. Made it easy for you guys. Just go to kenyanziska.com/iTunes. Take you right to the page where you can leave a review, leave a rating, subscribe to the show, and also if you know of someone who would benefit from hearing the various strategies, mindset, the tools, whatever it may be, whatever we talk about here on the podcast, if you know someone who would benefit from listening to it, would appreciate it if you share it with them. Would appreciate it if you got the word out about what we're talking about here. So secondly, if you want to take these strategies and tools and really implement them and need the guidance and the accountability to do so, we have a couple opportunities for you guys to do that. First is our mastermind. This is a tight-knit group of guys who are doing the work necessary to implement these various strategies that we talk about here on the podcast into their lives so that they can get the results, build the discipline, regain control over their time, and live life on their terms. You can apply to be a part of our mastermind program, the Infinite Results Mastermind Program, at kenyanziska.com/results. But if you want that one-on-one accountability, want to work with me on a very deep level, and want customized solutions, don't want that cookie cutter BS that a lot of people are pushing these days, I encourage you to apply to be a part of my discipline coaching program. This is an elite program, exclusive program, very limited with the number of clients that I take on with this program. So you can apply at kenyanziska.com/discipline. So without any further ado, let's jump into today's episode.
Hey, what's happening, everyone? Thanks again for tuning into another one of my random thoughts that I've had throughout the day here. Earlier in the day, I made a post quoting a quote that's supposedly attributed to Abe Lincoln, stating that if he was given 6 hours to chop down a tree, he would spend the first 4 sharpening his axe. And it really brought some couple pointed questions headed my way. Basically asking, so when is there, where do you draw the line between being prepared and then being over-prepared? How do we know when we actually are prepared enough to tackle whatever task or job is put in front of us? So that really got me thinking about that, because the quote is actually a pretty exaggerated quote. I don't think I would quite spend 4 hours sharpening an axe, but I think the point that's being made here is that there is a point in time when you need to prepare, and then basically shit or get off the pot. You need to start attacking the task. But it's a really hard question to answer. But there's a couple things that I like to keep in mind here. Number one, there's the old adage, a good plan violently executed right now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. And that kind of also alludes to the Pareto principle. It's the 80-20 or the 20-80 rule. The first 20% of your tasks will get you 80% of the way there. So I know that kind of contradicts a little bit about the quote that I quoted today, but you have to realize that those first few vital things that you do will get you most of the way there. So it's not worth it to agonize over every single minute detail. I'm pretty detail oriented, but there is a line in the sand that I like to draw and just move. And the other thing that I like to keep in mind is that I would rather be a little over-prepared versus under-prepared. So if I think I'm prepared, I'm going to go a little bit extra to be even better prepared than, adequately prepared, if that makes sense. So it's nice to be not doing one of these lives while I'm driving. I've got a sleeping baby here. My daughter and I spent the day at work and took her on one of the ships visiting here in Charleston, and she was climbing around like a monkey. But anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you are enjoying these videos, not only hit the like button a bunch of times, but also share these with your friends, family, coworkers, etc. And also don't forget about our free Facebook group at you can just go to kenyanziska.com/group. It'll take you right to the Facebook group. All you gotta do is hit the join button. Alrighty guys, that's all I have. Hope you guys have a kick-ass weekend, and I'll talk with you guys again soon.